Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele, and I am back with another delicious recipe. And today we're eating good, even in a recession when almost all of us are broke. We're making gizzard stew. Gizzard is one of those very cheap protein that you can get, but super delicious depending on how you make it or how you put it together. So I went ahead to wash it. I have a full video on how to wash and parboil your gizzards. I'll leave the link for you all to check out. Let's get started. To a pot, we'll add in our parboiled gizzards. I'm using my pressure cooker because I want this to be quick. To that, some chopped onions, all-purpose seasoning, some of our homemade spice blend, salt to taste, and enough water to cook our gizzards until tender. I also like to add in some chili peppers when I'm cooking my gizzards because I want it to be spicy. Okay, but if you don't, then skip it. But I'm going to add in some grounded chili peppers, give it a stir, cover it up, and this should be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes because the pressure cooker is fast. And we are back. It is ready. As you can see, it is nice and tender, so I'll get it out of the stock and set it aside. Then in a heated pan, I'll add in some coconut oil, my favorite. You may use any oil of your choice. To that, we'll add our cooked gizzards and we'll fry it to our preferred crispness. If you want it to be chewy and you will be chewing on it for a longer time, then fry it longer. But if you want it to be melt in your mouth, then just put it in this delicious coconut oil and allow it absorb some of the flavors and immediately get it out. If you can't find the type of coconut oil that I use where you live, I do have a recipe on how to make your own at home. And now with the cost of oil so high, why not make it yourself? Okay, so I'll fry mine until it is nice and golden brown. Once it's at our preferred crispness, we're going to get it out of the oil and repeat the frying process until everything is nicely fried up. Then, in the same oil, add in some sliced up onions and we'll fry this until it is nice and translucent. Now that our onions are nice and translucent, we'll add in some habanero peppers and also some of our spice blend for a super duper delicious flavor. Now, gizzard stews must be spicy. Some people cannot enjoy gizzards, as I said, because it's josa. And if you don't cook it well and spice it up well enough, you will not enjoy it. So make sure it's nice and spicy, well, to your preferred spiciness. We then add in our tomato sauce, stir everything together, and we'll cook this for about 10 to 12 minutes or until oil begins to settle on top of it like this. And then we'll add in the stock from cooking our gizzards, which is also spicy because that's how I like it. Okay, do it the way you like it. We'll stir everything together, leave it alone to do its thing, but stirring periodically until oil settles on top beautifully like this, which is an indication that our stew is done or almost done. It is now time to add in our gizzards, stir everything together, allow the gizzards to absorb flavors from your sauce and vice versa. As you noticed, I have not added any more seasoning because I really seasoned the gizzards, so the stock was flavor packed, so I didn't need to add any more seasoning. So I allowed it simmer for about 5 minutes, and at this point I add in some carrots, which which is the hardest of all the veggies that I'll be using today, and I'll allow it to continue simmering for an additional 5 minutes or less, depending on how crunchy you want your carrots to be. Okay. And we are back. Our stew is looking good. We'll add in some onions and green bell peppers. I love the flavor of green bell pepper. Amongst the peppers, I think it is the best and also the cheapest. So why not? We are cooking on a budget. It's like we're in a recession. So we must find ways to enjoy delicious meals on a budget. Whether poor or rich, we can still enjoy some sweet eating things. Once you've stirred the veggies in, allow it to simmer for just a minute because we don't want anything to be mushy here. And when we come back, garnish it with some spring onions, which always make your meals look super beautiful. Stir everything together, turn your fire off. Our gizzard stew is ready, and you would think you used the most expensive meat to get this delicious dinner, but we didn't. Gizzards are under $5, and we made this entire meal under 20. Now, all that is left is for us to serve and enjoy. And we're enjoying it today with some gari ni achi or eba. All are invited to enjoy this deliciousness with me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try this budget or broke friendly meal. If you do, tag me on Instagram so I can share it on my story. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.